it's JB here and welcome to episode 5 of the FIFA 17 Burnley career mode, and it's cup tie action that kicks this particular latest episode off, where we play Peterborough. The other games quickly: Bournemouth against Sunderland, Cambridge Chelsea, Wigan Spurs, Palace Bristol Rovers, Everton versus Stoke, Hull City take on Ipswich, and Manchester United take on Preston. So some big opportunities for some of these clubs. Burnley really will find it tough tonight against Peterborough United, who conquered Manchester City at London Road in the last round. I will probably fancy their chances even up at Turf Moor, where under the lights Burnley more often than not are formidable opposition. So Burnley will want to take this very seriously, that's for sure, and really keep this unbeaten run in all competitions going as we take on Peterborough for a place in the EFL Cup quarter-finals. Let's see the best of the action from Turf Moor, and I was usual, ready and waiting in the commentary box. Good evening everybody, welcome to Turf Moor for EFL Cup 4th round evening, and Burnley, who have looked really sharp in the last few weeks, getting points and getting through in the cup, on spectacularly against Nottingham Forest, take on Peterborough, who Burnley might have to watch here. Paul Taylor, 2 goals in his previous game, but really there'll be more threats on the Burnley point of view towards Peterborough than there will Peterborough to Burnley. And that's the way it might be, and Burnley have gone with a very strong lineup. They're taking this competition very seriously, although league survival is the key. Montero and Antonio on both wings, Defoe and Henrik starting to reap the benefits as the 2 midfielders without Kimmich's injury. Kimmich now injured for a considerable time, and it's also the first choice back four and the first choice goalkeeper, and John Stutzy really wants to take this seriously tonight. Peterborough United, by contrast, 1 or 2 names you might be familiar with. Mark Tyler, definitely the goalkeeper. Paul Taylor, we've mentioned, the man up front. Madison and Hinman on the wings. And Bowen, of course, in the heart of the defence, could be key men for the Posh this evening. Ryan Shawcross in from the start tonight. The referee in charge of this 4th round game is Rob Lewis. A full house tonight, obviously, because of the quality of opposition. There's an injured player down there, and that could be problems. But here's Chettle for Peterborough, and that's a good ball in there towards Madison. 2 waiting in the centre, and well held off there by Michael Keane. Here's Andrew Robertson away for Burnley down the near side. The man was injured, I think, was Stephen Defoe momentarily, but he was okay to pick himself up and continue. Forrester, Taylor, turning into trouble, only finding Henrik. Good ball, and here's Gray. Good little bit of pace here. It's Andre Gray. Good save by Tyler. Turns it away for the first corner of the contest. A yellow card, in fact. There was a late challenge when Peterborough were attacking by Jeff Henrik, and you'll see it here. I didn't really see it at first. There it is. A bit late there. But the referee played advantage and Peterborough didn't take it. Here's Defoe with the corner. In towards Gray. Oh, it's crossed the line. It's a goal. Burnley strike first blow in this 4th round cup tie. Stephen Defoe's corner. Tyler came and got nowhere near it. And Andre Gray, who isn't the tallest of players, absolutely outjumped him. And the Clarets have a good start to this game. John Stutzy, hands in the air, fists raised. And Andre Gray strikes goal for Burnley. He's first in the League Cup this season. Here's Jefferson Montero breaking away. Halfway through the first half. Oh, what a lovely ball. It's Andre Gray against Mark Tyler. Good save by Tyler. And then hooked away by Smith. Well, that could have been even better for Burnley. Could have given them a comfortable cushion against their League One guests. Here's Gray, and away to safety for Peterborough United. Burnley there within an 8 going 2 up. Andre Gray striking it really well, and in the end Mark Tyler coming up with the goods. Henrik. Oh, nearly didn't find Antonio there. Here's Gray again, and the ball pulled across. I think it might have got a deflection in fact, but Andre Gray proving his worth once again, prepared to work himself down the flanks if he has to. Seconds to go before half time. Peterbrough haven't really fashioned any opportunity as yet, but they might get a chance here with Chettle. Good ball in there. Here's a chance for Taylor, and he pulls the shot wide. And there goes the half-time whistle from referee Rob Lewis. And it's Burnley who have advantage at 45 minutes gone. Plenty for Baldwin and Peterborough to think about. Andre Gray with a super header from a corner after Mark Tyler, the goalkeeper, had gone on walkabout. Half-time, it's Burnley 1, Peterborough 0. Well, here we go again in the second half. Burnley 1 up, and really Kelsey has come on for Henrik, and also Gudmundsson has come on as well, as Burnley look to try and increase the lead here with Rashford. Good save by Mark Tyler, and a chance there for Antonio following up. He couldn't finish the job there for Burnley. Well, John Stutty's men have looked very good and looked very solid at times. Without the penetration, they needed a goal that's just about crossed the line to give them the edge in this cup match tonight. But Peterborough defended manfully, but they have... Oh, here's Gray, chance here. Oh, he's in the post. Bad mistake again at the back from Peterborough's defence, and Andre Gray there should have really made it 2. Tyler hadn't a price, and it bounced off the post. Montero. Robertson. Oh, here's Gray, chance here, yes! No doubt about it this time. Andre Gray gets his second of the night, and Burnley have 1 foot in the EFL Cup quarter-final. Got away from Baldwin, struck the shot from over 20 yards. I don't know what Mark Tyler was doing there. He seemed to just stand still and then just dive backwards when the ball went to his right. And it's 2 up Burnley, 2 goals for Gray tonight, and Burnley 1 foot in the quarter-finals. Jefferson Montero, giving away here. Chance here for Moncur now to make something of it. Inman to Taylor. Forrester, good skills by him, but still Forrester going all the way. Oh, nearly put one back for Peterborough. Good running there by Forrester. Almost all his own work and almost a brilliant solo goal. Stephen Defoe, oh, he was tripped, no doubt about it. Adwuda. Adwuda is going to get himself the yellow card from referee Lewis. A 3 kick to Burnley as we come up towards halfway through the second half. Stephen Defoe, the man who was tripped. Certainly a yellow card offence as Antonio now goes in. And a good right-footed shot, and this time Mark Tyler made a marvellous save. Diving away to his left, Antonio struck this beautifully with his right foot, and it was curling and swerving, and Tyler got something on it and turned it over the crossbar. Well, that's atones for his mistake on the second goal, really, when he didn't really move and dive and just fell backwards. Here's Stephen Defoe's corner, and and off the line there by Smith, and Peterborough can get it away to safety. Here's Defoe. Here's Gray, chance here now. He's on for the hat-trick. It's Andre Gray. It is his hat-trick. And Burnley now, without any doubt at all, even with 13 minutes of the contest to play, are assured of a place in the EFL Cup quarter-finals. And maybe a possible Wembley appearance, maybe come the end of February. Peterborough, who sneaked past Manchester City rather on penalties in the last round. Well, the luck has well and truly run out tonight. Andre Gray grabs his hat-trick, and Burnley go 3 goals clear. And what a reception Gray's getting from the Burnley supporters, and he will be replaced by Alexander Mitrovic for the last 13 minutes. Rashford. Hasn't scored yet. Might get a chance now. Rashford, good save. Well, despite being beaten 3 times, Mark Tyler, has absolutely distinguished himself tonight. That was a marvellous piece of goalkeeping. Even though he's been culpable on the second goal, he's actually had a good night all told with the amount of saves he's made in the game. And Defoe's corner. Tyler got a good fist on it, but only as far as Keane. Michael Keane with all people with a shot, and again Mark Tyler. My word, he's distinguished himself tonight, and we're playing 4 minutes of time added on at the end, and Burnley ending the second half very strongly, knowing that they're now assured of a quarter-final berth in the EFL Cup. They're going to try and get more respectability. Here's Rashford. Oh dear me, what another good save from Tyler. Well, Peterborough are going down fighting. So too is the goalkeeper. Bad mistake by the Peterborough defender, but Mark Tyler there bails him out with a super save. So another corner again, Defoe with it. And this time it's away. Blocked into the danger zone, and it will go for a goal kick. In fact, there will be no more. Well, there'll just be a time. I think there might be. Is it a corner? In fact, it's a corner. It must have come off a Peterborough man last. Here it comes into the penalty area. Rashford with a header, and there is the whistle. Burnley safely and comfortably in the end into the quarter-finals of the EFL Cup. To the delight of their fans, John Stutzy knows now he's 3 games away from Wembley. Peterborough gave it their all tonight, but the heroics against... But I think maybe tonight was a step too far after the heroics of the last round against Manchester City. Andre Gray backs the match ball. Terrific hat-trick tonight, and a terrific performance from Burnley. A professional performance as well from the Clarets. Final score then in this 4th round EFL Cup game. Burnley 3, Peterborough United 0. And with that, really a great performance there from Burnley. No chance for Peterborough. They couldn't repeat their heroics of the last round when they knocked out Man City on penalties. Other results: Bournemouth 2, Sunderland 2. Bournemouth going out to Sunderland 4-3 on penalties. Chelsea 2, strong for Cambridge, beating them by 2-0. Wigan came close to beat toppling Spurs, but Spurs came out 3-2 winners. Crystal Palace 3, Bristol Rovers 1. Everton threw 1-0 against Stoke. Hull 2, Ipswich 0. And Manchester United, another professional job, 2-0 winners over Preston North End. So some interesting scores there. Burnley was superb, I thought, throughout, and they did very, very well, I thought. So with all that excitement, let's see what surprises that the quarter-final draw brings up for us now. So let's have a look at that quarter-final draw, shall we? In just a moment or two. Here we are. Burnley, the Clarets reward, our reward for a victory over Peterborough is a tricky home draw against Chelsea. Crystal Palace plays Sunderland in second of the quarter-finals. Everton against Hull, and Manchester United against Spurs, probably the most attractive game of the quarter-final stage. So 8 Premier League teams left in the EFL Cup, no Football League teams left in it, and we go on to our next game now. And for that we now travel just a few miles down the M66 to Old Trafford and to Manchester United, where this was going to be a real tough baptism. Unbeaten record on the line. Would it end at Old Trafford, or will we shock the world and maybe get, according to some bookmakers, an unlikely victory at Old Trafford and Marcus Rashford returning to his parent club? Let's find out as I'm ready to take up the commentary from Old Trafford. Old Trafford looking spick and span as usual. Manchester United and Burnley, 2 terrific sides coming out. A Northwest derby. Burnley have travelled down the M66 and the M60 to be here. Just 20 miles separates Manchester and Burnley from each other. But I tell you what, there's not much to choose between them. Manchester United start the day in 4th, and Burnley only a point behind, albeit 4 places further back in 8th. But a win for Burnley could leapfrog Manchester United, and that you wouldn't have thought at the start of the season we would be saying that. But John Stutzy's team have been on a remarkable run since the defeat against Chelsea. But here come Manchester United, strong line-up as you'd expect. Martial, Lingard on the wings. Ibrahimovic gets the nod up front. Schneider and then Carrick, the two holding midfielders, and Bally and Blind, the two centre-backs. And what about John Stutzy's Burnley up against Jose Mourinho, of course. Never lost to Burnley the competitive game, Mourinho. But this is the Burnley side. And again, it just picks itself. It's the same team that put Peterbrough United to the sword in the EFL Cup on Wednesday night. Rashford and Gray, two men up front. And a real subplot to this game. Marcus Rashford comes into the side. And the referee today, Lee Probert from Wiltshire. It's amazing, really, that Marcus Rashford's back at Old Trafford, but he's on opposite side. He's on a 2-year loan deal, as I said, at Turf Moor, with a view to signing him for £10 million once his 2 years are up and if Burnley decide to execute that. Here's Rashford now, and he might lay in Gray here, and Gray's onside. What a chance this is for Gray! Oh, he scored again! Well, that's 4 goals in the week for Andre Gray. A hat-trick against Peterborough in the Cup on Wednesday night, and here they are again at Old Trafford on the Saturday, and they've really put United to the sword here. And Hugo Lloris, who's the new United keeper, has got absolutely no chance at all. And Andre Gray is at it again. He's taken the Premier League by storm this season. That's another goal to his repertoire, and he's got one at Old Trafford. United here on the rack here as Antonio bundles forward, and he finds Stephen Defoe. Here's Robertson now. Andrew Robertson now for Burnley. Good save by Lloris. Although one would have expected him to make the save. But here come Burnley again. And here's Stephen Defoe away from Carrick. Stephen Defoe into the Stretford end for a goal kick. I'll tell you what, full credit to John Stutzy's side. They're really making a game of this at Old Trafford and really taking it to the more illustrious opponents of Manchester United. United throw. Here's Schneider, former Southampton man, of course, back to Valencia. Still Valencia. Robertson got half a foot in, but still Valencia keeps possession. Schneider in now. Carrick. Valencia, good chance here for United, and that should have been taken by their own standards there, Manchester United. It was a really poor effort in the end from Antonio Valencia, formerly a winger, would you believe, but that was a Wigan-type finish, I'm afraid. Wide. Schneider in again for Manchester United. And the foul there by Trippier. Dangerous moments here for Burnley. Referee just pulling it up. Lee Probert. Let's have a look at that again. Just a 3 kick. It was a foul there on Anthony Martial. And it gives Manchester United an opportunity here to try and get themselves the equaliser. And there are plenty forward in the red shirts. Old Trafford holds his breath. Tom Heaton has erected a 3-man wall here. Now this could be interesting stuff here for Manchester United. It's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's floated it into the mix, and again Burnley got some good heads on it, but Shaw knocks it back in. Blinn, Shaw, Valencia. Good tackle there by Trippier. Did really well, and he's got Henrik away. He's only got Rashford overhead, but now Gray making a good burst, and here's Marcus Rashford, the Manchester United on here, and he's played it into Jeff Henrik, who shoots over the top. But I tell you what, if that had gone in, the Burnley end at Old Trafford would have been absolutely going crazy, and in not just celebration, but disbelief as well. They could have been 2-0 before the break. Well, United have got to really pull their A game out in the second half. Their first half performance wasn't good enough. Here's Martial. They're attacking the Stretford end, incidentally, in the second half. Schneider in. Here's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Plenty forward. Here's Jesse Lingard. 1-1. United back on terms. It's Jesse Lingard with his first goal of the season right in front of the Stretford end. And Old Trafford has exploded big time now. They trailed at half time, and within start of the second half, within 7 minutes of the restart, Manchester United are level. And he took that out terrifically well with his left foot. Got it away terrifically well. And despair for John Stutzy, delight for Jose Mourinho. It's 1-1 at Old Trafford, and Jesse Lingard has put United back in the game. Here's Trippier. And a good run here. Oh, and he was tripped there, surely there by Schneiderlin. And that's surely got to be a yellow card. Referee Probert right on the spot. And he had no other choice, I thought, the referee, but to give the yellow card. Really scandalous challenge, and on another day that could have possibly been a red card if it was a little bit further forward. Meanwhile, Manchester United about to make a change. Schneiderlin, who has just been booked, is going to come off, and Paul Pogba, the most expensive footballer in the world, comes on to try and add that little bit more je ne sais quoi to United's play. Meanwhile, it's Stefan Defoe with a free kick and just clearing the crossbar. Terrific hit there by Stephen Defoe there, but just clearing that, as I say, clearing that crossbar and not by much either. That's a good ball in there towards Mkhitaryan, and United now going to try and get the lead here. Lovely ball back and a great save. Tremendous piece of goalkeeping there. Also, Paul Pogba should have scored there. In fact, it wasn't. It was a terrific block by a defender. And it could have easily been 2-1 to Old Trafford, to Manchester United here at Old Trafford, as Andre Herrera comes on for Manchester United. They have a corner, mind you, with 68 minutes of the game gone. So he's replaced Carrick as that corner comes in there. Valencia's in there. And it's almost off the line. It's Sanchez has a go. Sanchez has a go. Good save again by Heaton, and the whistle is gone. And Burnley can breathe a huge sigh of relief now. Gray. 18 to play, and Andre Gray's got away. And Ratcher's waiting in the middle. Little chip in there. It couldn't possibly be. It is! Marcus Rashford, of all people, has scored for his... has just scored against his parent club, for the club he's on loan at. It's 2-1 to the Clarets, and if they hold on now for the last 16 minutes plus stoppage time, they will give themselves a famous victory at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 1, Burnley 2. Mata now for United. Herrera now for United. Mkhitaryan with a shot and just wide, and relief for Burnley. Relief for Burnley. Well, that could have easily been the equaliser, and it just flashed wide of the far post it did, and a goal kick it is. Substitutions for Burnley folks. Gudmundsson and Mitrovic on for Defoe, Rashford, and I think it might have been Gray off respectively. But really, Burnley have done tremendously well just to get themselves a 2-1 lead, and it's been a remarkable way of how they've got about it, really. Mitrovic has come on for Gray just to confirm the subs. Folks has come on for Defoe as Matinel comes forward. Gudmundsson actually replaced Rashford, so both strikers have come off now, who've scored the goals. But here's Valencia now for Manchester United. Can they get themselves an equaliser? Well, they've got a corner now, and it's now the last chance saloon. Well, deep into those 4 added minutes at the end of the game. Here's the corner, floated in there, good header one. Still United push forward with Blind. Still got to be the last throw of the dice. Ball in there, and Heaton dives upon it, and surely that must be that. And indeed it is it. Mr. Probert of Wiltshire blows for full time, and Burnley have claimed a famous victory. 2,000 Burnley fans absolutely are in dreamland here. Burnley took the lead for Andre Gray in the first half, and then in the second half Jesse Lingard levelled up, and then with 18 minutes to go Marcus Rashford scored for his current club against his parent club, and he's finished Manchester United 1, amazingly Burnley 2. Well, amazing stuff there at Old Trafford, and I can't believe we've just gone there and won on professional mode. It's the first time I've ever won at Old Trafford on that sort of mode, so I'm quite I'm quite pleased about that, to be honest with you. But a tremendous win, and it puts us into the dizzy heights of 5th place. And as I said in commentary before the start of the game, it leapfrogs not just Manchester United, but Pep Guardiola's team as well. So we've now leapfrogged both Manchester clubs at this moment in time. Even though United have only played 9 games, but we've played 10 now. 4 wins, 4 draws, 2 defeats, 14 goals scored, 10 conceded. A good goal difference of +4 and 16 points. Who would have thought that after 4 games when we couldn't even buy a win? And then that draw against Leicester, and it's all took off, and it's been dramatically. It's just been a dramatic. It's just been a dramatic change of fortune for Burnley. It's just absolutely fantastic, and I can't believe it's happened, to be quite honest. And anyway, we've got to go into our next match now, and to be fair, this game's going to be a tough one as well, because Crystal Palace are doing pretty well in the table as well, in the top 4 at the moment in the Premier League, and doing fantastically well under Alan Pardew. And we just had a contract offer from Venezuela to manage their team. We're not doing international teams, I've had enough of them. But they're lying 4th going into this game, so it's 4th against 5th with 2 unlikely sides. And you're about to see this game at Turf Moor between 4th and 5th in the table, as ever, could be kick it and make ball up the win at Old Trafford with a win, or would Palace upset the odds? Let's get to Turf Moor and find out. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Turf Moor. As Burnley look to follow up their victory over Manchester United with another victory against Crystal Palace. There's Alan Pardew there. And would you believe it? 4th against 5th in the table. It bears not thinking about. Good atmosphere at Turf Moor, as it always is on match days. What a job he's done. I spent a few Bolton players though. So to Burnley. Graham Rashford, the heroes at Old Trafford, keep their places. So too does the rest of the 11, of course. And Stutzy really picking his side really consistently well this season. And what about Crystal Palace? No Christian Benteke, of course. He's not in the squad of 18 to face John Stutzy's men today. But Alan Pardew's picked a pretty good side, packed the midfield as you would expect. And Steve Mandanda is a very capable goalkeeper. A good 2 centre-backs with Delaney and Tompkins, they'll do well. Punching in behind Loic Remy. And watch out for Zacko and Zaha. Wilfried Zaha, they could be key. Referee today is Mike Jones. We're all set to go at Turf Moor, as both teams look to try and get 3 more points. Burnley with a win could actually lead Palace into the Champions League places. I never thought I'd be saying this at the start of the afternoon. Here's Loic Remy, and a good ball through here. Chance here for Cabaye, blocked early on and just couldn't come for Johan Cabaye. Here comes Antonio on the break, and look at Gray breaking forward. He's 1-on-1 with Mandanda virtually. Oh, he's put it wide. Well, Andre Gray will be disappointed with himself. Through on goal, Mandanda to beat, and just got his shot wrong at the crucial moment. Punching. Solari, Cabaye, punching. And here goes Flamini through the middle. Oof. Little bit of a let off there for the Clarets. Johan Cabaye making a terrific burst and then just shooting over the top of the crossbar, to the dismay of Alan Pardew. Ward. Flamini. That's a good ball forward again. Wilfried Zaha picks up possession. Got options here, and he's got a good one here. Chance here, deflected it towards Punch and it's in. Crystal Palace go in front. Just over half an hour played, and it's the men from South London who go in front, and it was an easy header for Jason Punchin. Nodded it into the ground, and not even the brilliant Tom Heaton could have stopped that. And Palace take the lead after 32 minutes. Henrik. That's a good ball. Chance here for Rashford. Real chance. Rashford, good save. Credit Steve Mandanda, the former Marseille keeper. Got a big left hand out and palmed it out for a corner. And we'll see Burnley now really lay siege to the goal. Stephen Defoe to take it. Last 5 minutes of the first half. Balled in there. Good save again, Mandanda. Might have been Gray with a header, but it was a great save by the former Marseille #1. Defoe again to try his luck, and again a header comes in. A good save. I think it might have been Montero with the header, and Mandanda was up to the task really well. They really can't afford to go 2 down. They've had a good strong end of the first half. In the half while Palace have been the main dominated, but they're on the attack now with Punchin. Oh, what a ball that is. Walks away here. And Zaha now. Little chip back. And it's in! Lorik Bemby makes it 2 right on the stroke of the break. A wonderful cross from Wilfried Zaha, and it was just too good for Michael Keane to defend. And Lorik Remy has the simplest of chances to put it away and make it 2-0 to Crystal Palace at half time. Wilfried Zaha. It's a good ball in. The ball wouldn't bounce for Palace that time. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Here's Johan Cabaye. Palace looking rather rampant, unfortunately. When you look at it, and Cabaye, that wasn't very far away either. Substitution. Fraser Campbell is going to have a little cameo for 32 minutes, and he's going to replace the scorer of the second goal, Lorik Remy. 2,500 Crystal Palace fans give him a standing ovation as he comes off the field. And Campbell takes his place. Montero. Burnley find a way through. Here's Rashford. Done well, good crossing. Mandanda only half away. Shot coming in. Good save again, Mandanda. And it's hooked away by Delaney. And Palace survive. Campbell. Less than 20 minutes to go. McCarthy back to Campbell again. Palace looking to wrap it up in grand style. This is Punchin. Oh, what a marvellous save. What a great save that was from Tom Heaton. Punchin, he thought, was in for his second goal. Hit it well with his right foot, and Heaton having to stretch as much as he could to make the save. Punchin then will take the resulting corner into the mix once again. Oh! What a volley by Sacco, which just goes wide of the target. Look at that for a volley. Hits it into the ground and just wide. And this is Rashford inside the area. 5 minutes to go. Good save, Mandanda. And Delaney gets it away. Wilfried Zaha. Just a few moments to go now. That's a foul by Defoe on Zaha. The referee will surely pull it back. Good advantage play. This is Campbell. Good save, Heaton. Short cross. Stoddling on it. And Punchin hits the crossbar. Flag is up for offside. Against Punchin. The yellow card for Defoe for the earlier tackle on Wilfried Zaha. And as you'll see again on the replay, really silly challenge for the Belgian to make. And the referee quite right with playing the advantage. So a disappointing afternoon at the office after the euphoria of winning at Old Trafford last week. A real reality check for John Stutty's men as they crash at home to Alan Pardew's very efficient and well organised Crystal Palace team, who cement their place well and truly into their top four. Both managers shake hands at the end of a game that was well fought, but Palace wanted it more. Goals from Punchin after 32 minutes and right at the stroke of half time from Loic Memory were sufficient enough to give Palace all 3 points. Burnley huffed and puffed, but they didn't have the potency of a week ago at Old Trafford. Final score then at Turf Moor: Burnley 0 and efficient Crystal Palace 2. So that loss against Crystal Palace, I think it was overdue a little bit because we got a bit over our own station. We beaten Manchester United, Old Trafford, and all that jazz. And to be honest with you, Palace in that match, I mean, the highlights don't lie. Basically, they were the better team. They wanted it more. We had a few chances, but really we didn't test their goalkeeper often enough. And sometimes it's just one of those days where it wasn't going to fall our way. But we're still in a healthy position. We're still on 16 points. We're still in a good position. We're still inside the top 10, which is important. You know, we're good 7 points above the relegation zone, which is where we want to be at the end of the season, where we finished top 17. That was always the aim. We're still in the League Cup. We're doing very well. We haven't started entering the FA Cup yet, so you know, plenty of positives to take out of this career mode. That we thrashed Peterborough 3-0, and then we went to Old Trafford and did Manchester United. But Palace, they were just, I don't know, it was just the way Palace went about it tactically and logically, and I think some of Alan Pardew does really well when he's a manager of a team like Palace. He really gets the best out of his team, and that's always, I don't know, a real feather in the cap. But full credit to Palace, they were the better team over the 90 minutes, and even though you only saw about a 5 or 10 minute highlights package, I can tell you the whole game was a struggle for us, and it was really, really tough. We're just doing some training at the moment. No fresh injury worries to think about at the moment. It's still Kimmich out with that long-term injury for at least 3 months. So we'll just have to see how that one pans out. But what I will say is we can't play much worse, and we've got to go to the bottom side next up, West Bromwich Albion. We get an offer from the Indian FA to take over the Indian football team, but as I've said previously in previous episodes, I don't really want to take an international post in this career mode, not even with England, because I'd rather just stick with Burnley and all that. Anyway, that's it for this episode 5. We now go. Rejoin us shortly for episode 6, where we play first of all at the Hawthorns to get bottom of the league West Bromwich Albion. Then we've got a home game coming up with Manchester City, and then we've got an intriguing quarter-final of the League Cup to come against Chelsea. So Wembley potentially could be 2 games away if we beat Chelsea. Thank you for watching the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the JB Claret channel, YouTube channel. You take care, and I'll see you very soon for episode 5. Take care. Bye-bye.